Everybody knows that no cartoon just makes a character vanish for no reason, but why did several Bluey characters simply disappear without leaving even a tiny bone behind to tell the story?
Wait, what?
Grandpa Bob, Bandit's father, is that character who showed up super quickly in the episode Grannies, but left such a strong impression that he basically became the show's favorite grandpa. In this episode, Bluey and Bingo are pretending to be two elderly ladies, and they're so well disguised that anyone would believe they already get discounts at the pharmacy. Everything turns into absolute chaos when they make a video call with their grandma, who, of course, can't point the camera at her own face. That's when Grandpa Bob enters the scene in a moment of pure technological heroism. He tries to help and drops the tablet on the floor. Done. With just that disastrous moment, he won the audience's heart, but after that, he vanished. Grandpa Bob disappeared so completely that he became an actual investigation case. Fans started coming up with theories. Is he in a nursing home? Did he die? Or did he just get stuck in traffic for 3 whole seasons? Years passed, including 2 Christmas specials with zero sign of Grandpa Bob. But then, in the episode The Sign, Grandpa Bob shows up again, alive, well, and returning from India. Yes, he was literally on a spiritual self-discovery trip, backpacking his way through India. In the end, he wasn't missing. He was just finding inner peace. Get ready, because today, we're investigating these canine disappearances worthy of a special episode. These mysteries are going to blow your mind. Rusty's dad appears for the first time in the episode Army, but the real show begins even earlier, with little Jack, the kid who's so energetic he seems plugged into an electrical outlet. He jumps, runs, forgets everything. When Jack arrives at Calypso's school, she decides to do what any wise teacher would do. Pair him with someone who has double the focus and triple the discipline. Enter Rusty, the red Kelpie who takes the Army game more seriously than a lot of real recruits. Rusty steps into the role of sergeant, organizes the chaos that is Jack, and for the first time in the show's history, Jack manages to concentrate. Jack confesses how hard it is for him to remember things. Rusty tries to help in the best way he can and, for the first time, mentions his dad, who is in the Army, out on patrol. And when he returns home, he's going to bring Rusty a can of sweetened condensed milk. When the moment comes to say goodbye, Rusty gives Jack a can of condensed milk as a gift, and Jack tells his mom what he got. And in the very next cut, we see Rusty running straight into the arms of his dad, who has finally returned home. And that's the last time we ever see Rusty's dad. He disappears again in full secret mission mode, leaving fans with eternal questions. Did he go back on patrol? Did he go buy more condensed milk? Or did he become a secret agent inside the show's own universe? Bosco is one of those characters who never shows up but still manages to cause chaos. He's Frisky's mysterious ex-boyfriend, mentioned here and there, always in a way that makes the audience think, that relationship definitely didn't end well. And in fact, based on what Frisky let slip, things ended in the worst way. The kind of relationship that, just remembering it, already makes you want to pretend it never happened. The problem isn't only that Bosco never appears, and basically exists only through Frisky's comments. And those comments, well, they suggest something very specific. In one episode, she says that a prince was always looking for other princesses. Translation: Bosco probably cheated on her. Now that Frisky is involved with Radley, she constantly goes back and forth between he must like me and what if he leaves me too. In the end, Bosco never showed his snout in the series. Snicker's dad is another one of those characters who live in the fog of maybe he'll show up someday. He's never been shown, but he totally gives off the vibe that he might finally appear in season 4, since Snickers keeps mentioning him and seems to have a really close relationship with him. Visually, he's been described as a black dog of the same breed as Snickers, but with a spot on his belly, something so specific it practically screams future episode clue. And the best part, the show is supposed to explain why he never showed his face before, including the most talked about disappearance of them all. Why didn't he appear at Frisky and Radley's wedding, where pretty much the entire neighborhood was present? Was he traveling? Did he oversleep? Was he dealing with important matters? Or is he just a master at avoiding social events? The real question is, when he finally shows up, will he be the super protective type? The chaotic one? Nobody knows, but we're totally ready to officially welcome him into the Bluey universe. Pom Pom's dad is so mysterious he could easily work as a secret agent. He has never appeared in the show. Not a tail, not a silhouette, nothing. And of course, when Bluey doesn't reveal a character, what do fans do? Exactly, FBI-level canine theories. His absence made everyone wonder. Are Pom Pom's parents divorced? Does he work so much that he's never home? But then, in a plot twist worthy of a soap opera, an official Bluey book shows Pom Pom together with her mom and her dad. Which means yes, he exists, he just hasn't appeared yet. Maybe they are divorced but maintain a friendly relationship just for Pom Pom. In the show, Pom Pom's dad is the biggest disappearance since Grandpa Bob, and until someone from the production team decides to reveal this doggy for real, fans will continue building full investigative cases about the whereabouts of the dad, who never showed his face but keeps getting mentioned. If you're enjoying this video, do the smart thing and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any of our future videos. Hercules appeared in exactly one single episode, The Circus. He seemed super important, showed up making a scene, moved the whole story forward, and poof, he never showed up again. not even in the background. In his appearance, he decides the world revolves around him and wants to be the ringmaster, the acrobat, the magician, the host, the circus owner, and, if everyone lets him, even the audience. Bossy, just a little. The problem is that the kids want to play in a more collaborative way, and Hercules wants to play the Hercules way. The tension grows until Bluey decides to stand up to the gentle giant, using the most powerful weapon in the entire show, patience and empathy. Gently, Bluey shows him that yes, he can shine, but he can shine together with the others. And guess what? The big guy starts liking the idea. He even agrees to share the role of ringmaster, although he still sneaks off here and there to play extreme motorcycle, his favorite hobby. In the end, Hercules learns that sharing the stage is just as fun as running the entire show, and we learn that even the biggest Saint Bernard can be a little sensitive on the inside. Hercules never appeared again after that. Maybe he traveled with a real circus. Maybe he's out there training acrobatic skills, or maybe he's just a very busy kid living the star life. His disappearance is so dramatic that it feels like part of the circus performance. Jasper W. is that kind of character who disappears not for drama, not for mystery, not because of a spiritual journey through India, but for a much more curious reason. A name mix-up. Yep, he literally vanished because there's another Jasper in the show. Jasper W. is a Rottweiler, a friend of Bingo, who appears in episodes like Bob Bilby, and in the one where Bingo meets Lila. He even had his best buddy, Jasper G., with whom he shared games, parties, and the name. That's where the chaos began. The final straw for fans happened in the episode about Jasper G's birthday. The party is happening, and Jasper W. is nowhere to be seen. He's not at the party, yet he's in the invitation photos, and still doesn't show up in the episode. And the reason for all this? The creators realize, radly, that having two Jaspers, a W and a G, could confuse kids, and a few adults too. So in some international versions, one of their names may have been changed to avoid giving viewers a mental bug. In the end, Jasper W. became one of those rare characters like a limited edition figure. He appeared, made his mark, and vanished from the catalog, all because someone shared the same name. Only in Bluey could a dog disappear simply for having too many Jaspers in the cast. Winton's mom is another classic case in the series, mentioned yet never shown. It's like she's always working, busy, or somewhere else, but never available to actually appear in the show. Winton's parents are divorced, and the show hints at that with a lot of gentleness. Winton lives with his dad and his mom. Well, she has her own house, her own address, and apparently such a packed schedule that she hasn't even had time to show up for a single coffee with the healers. But wait, even though she never shows up, she is mentioned here and there, leaving fans wondering, where does Winton's mom live, and why has she never appeared? Who knows, maybe in season 4 she'll finally walk in saying, "Sorry I'm late, traffic was wild." She probably lives somewhere quiet around Brisbane, taking care of her life, working too much, or simply avoiding being on screen altogether. Jean-Luc is maybe the most heartbreaking of all the disappearing characters. He appeared in the episode Camping, made friends, moved half the planet to tears, and then vanished from Bluey's life like a summer camp crush. The good news, he does show up again in season 3, but still very briefly. It seems he lives in Canada or somewhere far away, where snow is constant and the Wi-Fi doesn't help. Even so, every time the music from that episode plays, we all think, "Come back, Jean-Luc, Bluey misses you." And so do we. And of course, fans never waste time. There are theories that one day they'll meet again and maybe become an adorable couple in the future. Now we've reached one of the most energetic, synchrony-radly, and adorable trios in Bluey, the Terriers. They show up running, barking, digging, doing rescue missions. But you know who never appears, not even for a split second, their dad. The truth is that the Terrier's dad isn't a recurring character, doesn't have a name, doesn't have a defined color. Nothing. He simply hasn't been identified. Since they're triplets, there's a completely different dynamic at play. And triplets are rare enough that they'd naturally leave any house in survival mode 24 hours a day. So maybe the dad's absence is just a way to simplify the story and keep the focus where it really needs to be, on the Terrier mom, the true superhero here. In the end, the Terrier's dad might exist, but judging by how things go, he's probably working full-time or on a top-secret Terrier mission, or just taking a nap that lasts 6 whole seasons. Either way, his absence has become almost a tradition in Bluey. 3 Terriers, 1 mom, 0 dad, and guaranteed chaos. Like Bugs Bunny would say, "That's all, folks." Or, is it? We're leaving 2 more videos, so you can keep watching with us. And trust me, they're worth it. See you later.